Welcome to The Explainer. So, if you're about to turn 18, or maybe you literally just did, congratulations, you are officially an adult. But, with that title comes a whole avalanche of expectations. The world just kind of expects you to magically understand money, contracts, debt, the whole shebang. But the crazy part? Nobody actually checks to see if anyone taught you how to do any of this. Well, that's exactly what this explainer is for. We're here to be genuinely helpful. Think of this as your ultimate survival guide to the financial world, built entirely to protect you and your hard-earned money. Picture this for a second. You just worked your very first job. You meticulously tracked your hours, you did the math in your head, so you know exactly what that first paycheck should be, right? You tear open that envelope or you log into your banking app and, wait a second, $53 is just missing. Where did it go? Did someone take it? Was there some huge mistake in payroll? Honestly, this specific scenario is a universal real-world moment that literally nobody prepares you for. It's that jarring realization that the money you earn, it isn't exactly the money you get to keep. You're left staring at some weird acronym like FICA on your pay stub, wondering what on earth is going on.
Okay, let's dive into this overwhelming reality check. The second you hit 18, you are legally bound by your signature. Suddenly, society expects you to sign an apartment lease packed with dense legal jargon, confidently fill out a W-4 tax form on day one of your new job, and somehow navigate this sudden avalanche of pre-approved credit card offers. And maybe the absolute heaviest expectation of all, you're asked to sign student loan documents with numbers so massively huge they don't even feel like real money yet. The world demands that you play the game, but they keep the rules completely hidden.
So here's the hard truth. And you need to hear this. The financial system, it isn't actually designed to help you. In fact, it is entirely designed to profit from the gap between what you know and what you don't. Think about it for a second. Credit card companies don't send you those shiny, tempting offers because they're generous. They are banking on the fact that you probably don't understand annual percentage rates. And those buy now, pay later apps, they make it incredibly frictionless to split a purchase, secretly hoping you stack up so many payments that you eventually lose track and miss one. Literally, the less you know, the more money they make. Imagine walking into a car dealership. You're sitting across the desk, and the dealer asks, "So, does this monthly payment work for you?" Watch out, because that right there is the trap. They desperately want you focusing on squeezing that one monthly payment into your budget. Why? Because it completely blinds you to the reality of how long the loan actually is or how absurdly high the interest rate is. The only question that actually matters when buying a car is what is the total cost of the vehicle. The system actively forces you to negotiate on the completely wrong numbers, all to keep you paying them for years longer than you should. Now, if all of this feels totally overwhelming, just take a deep breath. You're not stupid. You're just uninformed, and the difference between those two things is absolutely everything. If you don't know what an emergency fund is or how predatory payday lenders operate, that is not some personal failure on your part. It is a systemic failure. You just haven't been handed the playbook yet. Our whole goal here is to bridge that gap and genuinely help you out, because once you actually learn the rules, you can't be tricked anymore. So what's being done about this? Well, currently, 30 states actually require personal finance education to graduate high school. Legislators made it law because it's literally that critical for your survival. But let's be real, simply passing a law doesn't instantly equal great education. You might not get that one passionate teacher who makes these concepts click. In a lot of places, schools are just checking a box to comply with the state. Or maybe they just hand you a massive textbook that puts you straight to sleep before first period is even over. Which brings us to Section 1, the AI Bridge Foundation, a free alternative built to help. The AI Bridge Foundation actually built a completely free course designed specifically to fill in those massive educational gaps your school might be leaving behind. It works like this. If your school happens to participate in the National WISE Financial Literacy Certification Program, you can use this platform to practice, earn a certified financially literate credential, and if you aim for a 95% or higher, you might even snag a $1,000 scholarship. But hey, even if your school doesn't offer WISE, you are not left out in the cold. You get to access the exact same core knowledge completely for free at your own pace right there on your smartphone. And forget about reading endless pages of dense financial jargon. Let me introduce you to Ari. Ari is the interactive AI guide at the heart of this entire course. But Ari's approach is totally different. Ari isn't going to just lecture at you because, let's be honest, absolutely nobody wants an AI robot giving them a boring lecture, right? Instead, Ari asks you questions. Ari forces you to actively think about real, hyper-relevant scenarios, like that missing $53 from your very own paycheck, rather than just passively nodding along to some outdated textbook.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how RE helps you dodge everyday traps. Let's look at the anatomy of a fee. Step 1. You miscalculate slightly and overdraft your checking account by, say, just $3. An honest mistake, right? Step 2. Your bank instantly slaps you with a $35 penalty fee. You were short on money, and their genius solution was to take even more of it. By walking through these specific relatable scenarios with RE, you learn exactly how to set up safety nets before these traps catch you in real life. But it isn't just about avoiding nasty fees. It is about building incredible, life-changing wealth. Get a load of this number, $120,000. Seriously, do you have any idea where that comes from? That is exactly what happens if you put just $50 a month into a Roth IRA at a 7% compound interest rate over 40 years. $50 a month. That is it. If you start doing that right now, the math literally makes you a millionaire by retirement. To put it into perspective, time is hands down your greatest asset right now. To get you there, the course is broken down into 10 core conversations designed to help you actually keep your money. We're talking incredibly practical stuff. You'll decode your first paycheck and FICA taxes. You'll learn how to open bank accounts and budget on a small income. You'll figure out exactly how credit works, how to dodge nasty debt traps like buy now, pay later or payday lenders. Plus, you'll learn how to navigate student loans, buy a car without getting scammed, and protect yourself against fraud to secure your future wealth. 10 conversations, right on your phone, completely free, forever. Like we said, we are just trying to be genuinely helpful here. Whether your school teaches this stuff or not, you absolutely deserve to understand how money works before it starts costing you. The AI Bridge Foundation is offering a totally free lifeline just waiting for you. Dive in now before you ever have to sit across the desk from a car dealer or a loan officer. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. The financial choices you make between the ages of 17 and 25, they effectively set the trajectory for everything that comes after in your life. Will you be stuck paying off a high-interest car loan for 7 years, or will you be watching your early investments compound into serious wealth? You now know that the system profits off your blind spots, but you also have the tools to completely eliminate those blind spots for free. The playbook is right in front of you. So what will your choices be?